My name is Peter Von Alt. I'm a West Point class of 94 graduate. I have an MBA from Dartmouth in 2001. I spent most of my career in investment banking. I'm now the CFO for a medical device startup company. After 18 years on Wall Street, looking to transition out of investment banking into a corporate finance role somewhere. And I found it a little bit more challenging than I expected to have people look at me in a different light. Everyone associated me with my investment banking and Wall Street background and had a hard time sort of changing their perspective on someone with that sort of a pedigree into a new role within a broader corporate organization. And so I reached out to Tom, who kind of helped me navigate that change of perspective and that dialogue with some new potential opportunities. The biggest doubts I had were, having spent a career in investment banking where networking and reaching out to clients was part of the day-to-day job, I thought that I would be better prepared and better at networking than I found out that I actually was. It required a bit of a recalibration in terms of what I was trying to accomplish, what the agenda of the discussion was, who I was reaching out to and speaking with. And so working with Tom, he helped me navigate that sort of change in perspective, as well as the reaching out to a broader number of people to try to uncover some new opportunities and perspectives. One of the biggest changes in perspectives I had was just what I was trying to accomplish from some of these networking meetings. Not everything had to directly lead to a potential opportunity, but there could be just a mutually beneficial outcome from the conversation, whether I learned something new about what I was trying to accomplish in my career transition, or maybe something I could offer to them, a change in perspective in that regard. But Tom also gave me some tools that I think were very helpful in terms of giving me more confidence to reach out to people that I'd never met before and basically asking for their perspectives, which was having a more discrete agenda about what we were going to try to accomplish, think of ways ahead of time for how I could possibly help them. So this was a mutually beneficial dialogue instead of just a one-way conversation. And also that, these conversations don't need to be an hour long. You can have a 15, 20-minute conversation and have it be a great introduction. You can always reach back out later on if there's some mutually beneficial outcome for the both of you. So changing a little bit about the perspective, as well as giving me some tools and confidence to be able to go out and do it with a broader range of people than I spoke with in my previous investment banking career. In the end of the day, Tom helped me unearth a whole new bunch of people that I never probably would have connected with otherwise. Some of them were tremendously helpful in my career transition. People that are in my Rolodex, I'll be able to tap for my network and for other help later on in my career. I got a bunch of interviews out of a lot of my networking calls, some of which were great, some of which weren't. But, in the end of the day, I unearthed a CFO opportunity for an exciting new company that I'm really excited to work for. It's a new role with a new industry. I'm really excited for the outcome and the opportunities here. And then also, Tom helped me sort of navigate the thought about networking and what it can do for me in my career going forward. So not just in my transition, but just as I develop into a new role and a new position in a new industry, who can help me make that transition, who can add some insight into what I need to be doing next to do the best that I can in this new role. If you're thinking about hiring career nerds, I would highly recommend that you do it. Tom and his team have a lot of perspectives and can add a lot of resources to whatever it is that you're trying to get out of your networking approach, whether it's a career transition, just trying to unearth new opportunities, find some business resources for your current role, whatever you want. I mean, honestly, they've got a lot of perspective from having coached a lot of different people. I would highly recommend that you reach out to them.